Okay, good afternoon all. Today we will be studying about the third experiment, that is Zener diode and its application as a voltage regulator. Okay, now coming to Zener diode, okay, see this. This is Zener diode. Okay, here we have one positive and one negative side. Okay, now, okay, check properly. If it is visible, there is a black ring, that is the negative lead, and the other one is the positive lead. Okay, so and upon which actually the value of the Zener diode is written, but now actually it is not visible. Here whatever we have used is a 4.7 volt and 500 milliwatt specification Zener diode. Okay, now basically we will be studying the forward and reverse characteristics of the Zener diode. Now, as per the circuit diagram, if you see, okay, voltage, that is the input voltage, that actually we have taken it, one second, let me explain you with respect to the circuit diagram. Voltage source, okay, that is given to the source resistance. This is calculated. Okay, I'll tell you how actually it will be calculated in the next video. Then this current, that is the Zener current, is measured using an ammeter. Okay, now across this we have a Zener diode, okay, where actually the drop takes place, and that drop has to be measured using a voltmeter. Okay, so voltmeter is connected parallel to the Zener diode. The negative of the voltmeter, negative of the Zener diode, and negative of the voltage source are connected to a common point, and that is called as the ground point. Okay, that means ground is, it is with respect to this point you are measuring the voltage at any point in the circuit. Ground is not earthing. I repeat, ground is not earthing. Okay, it is a common reference point with respect to which you are measuring the voltage at any other points in the circuit, wherever you want to measure, whatever. Now suppose if you say here actually I measured it as 4.6, this 4.6 volt is with respect to this, this point. Okay, 4.6 volt with respect to this point. Here if you measure, it is 2.5 volt, 2.5 volt with respect to this. So here it is 0, here it is 2.5. It is shown in that way. Now let us come to the circuit connection, how actually it is connected. Okay, check here, a positive of the voltage source, okay, is connected to the RS. Now this is 120 ohm. Okay, then the other end of the RS is connected to the positive of the ammeter. Okay, now this is the ammeter. Actually it should be in the milliamp range, but initially, as we know that the Zener diode values are, that current values are very low, we have kept it in the microamp. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, then this is the positive of the Zener, positive of the ammeter. Okay, then negative of the ammeter is connected to the Zener diode, positive of the Zener diode. Okay, the other end of the Zener diode is connected to the common ground. Okay, across the Zener diode we have two. This is the voltmeter, positive of the voltmeter and negative of the voltmeter. Keep the voltmeter in DC. Okay, because this is DC, we are measuring in the DC mode. Okay, so this is the connection. Now let us start for the positive. Now don't worry about this negative sign. Once the current, both the sides that we have, okay, once the current starts shooting up, that value will vanish. Okay, so since the forward break is at 0.7 volt for Zener diode, okay, let us increment in 0.1 volt. Okay, in the range of 0.1 volt, let me increment. Let me go for the fine. Yeah. Okay, see, this is the main knob. If you rotate this one, okay, very fast it will change. If you want a fine tuning of the voltage, then go for the next knob. Okay, make sure that these two are at the maximum. Okay, before you switch off, these two should be at the minimum. That one care you must take always. Before you switch off, this device, this supply, both should be at the minimum. Now I have raised to 0.1 volt. Okay, so check the value. So let us write, it is 0.1 volt. Okay, Vz, how much do we have? 77 millivolt, right? It is 77 millivolt. Okay, Iz, we don't have anything as on now. Let us increment, 0.2, it is 198 milli. Current hasn't shooted up. 0.3, it is 306 milli. Okay, 0.4 volt. It is 0.42 volt. Okay, 0.42 volt. And you must have observed here, okay, the negative sign has gone and it is 0.9 micro, 0.9 microamp. Okay, 0.5, voltage is 0.495 volt. And here it is 5.8 milli. You must observe, you must observe the sudden rise in the current. 0.6 volt, for that 0.586, and here it is 55.1. See the increment, 55.1 microamp. 0.7, see it has, how suddenly it has shooted up. It is 148.5 microamp. See the change. Okay, and the current is 0.625. Okay, I can increase like this, but one thing I want to show you here. Okay, suppose this is V, we have to plot like this, and this is I. Okay, if you see the variation over here in volts, it is very small. Okay, see, it may go just like this, but if you see the current variation, it is shooting up, sudden increment you are observing here. So this is how the forward characteristic should be. Okay, so after 0.7, we'll go to 0.8. Okay, the current is 298.2 micro, and it is 0.653 volt. It is not, it is almost constant. If you see 0.9, 490 micro, and 0.672. One volt. I can show in milli also now. Okay, 1 volt. It is 1.78 milliamp. 1.78 milliamp, and voltage is 0.721. So based, I think we can stop here. Okay, because we have reached that sudden shooting operation is seen here. Okay, for the current, whereas voltage has not varied much. You can make out it is very slight variation in the voltage, increment in the voltage, whereas the current has suddenly shooted up. So this is the, with these values you can plot the forward characteristics. Now let us move on to the reverse characteristic. Okay, now we have done the correction for connection for the reverse characteristic. Now actually what we have done is, initially if the diode was like this, just we have reversed it in this way. Okay, only diode leads have been reversed. Okay, all the remaining connections remains same, other connections remains same. Okay, so that is the reverse. To find the reverse characteristic. So let us start, but theoretically we know that reverse voltage, okay, breakdown occurs at 5.6. okay, theoretically it is at 5.6 volt. So let us start here, and okay, see, this is the circuit diagram. Here rest everything remains same. You must be observing here only this connection is reversed. Okay, even the voltmeter remains same. So your voltmeter positive is connected to the negative of the diode. Positive of the diode is grounded. Positive of the diode is grounded. That's all. Okay. Now since this is okay occurs at 5.6 volts, so we will increment in the range of 1 volt. Okay, when 5.6 is nearing, let us increment in a smaller range. Okay, so let us start the experiment. Yeah, 1 volt. Okay, current hasn't started, so it is 0. Voltage it is 1.02. Okay, so let us go to 2 volt. Okay, it is 2 volt. If you observe, the current is 0.5 microamp and the voltage is 0.73. Well, okay, sorry, it is 1.97. 1.97. Okay, let us move on to the next step, that is 3 volts. Okay, for 3 volt, current is 15 micro. Okay, and voltage is 3.05. Next, moving on to 4 volt. Okay, for 4 volt, current is 150.9. It has already like started shooting up, but it is in microamp, and the voltage is 3.8. We can take it or 3.9. Okay, let us move on to 5 volt. Current is 922 micro and the voltage is 4.42. Stabilize. Okay, 4.53 I'll take. 4.53. Yeah, let us change to milli because current is going to raise now. Okay, so now after 5 volt of input, I will be incrementing in the range of 0.2. So next is 5.2. Okay, for 5.2, current is somewhere we have okay, see, all these connection errors are very common in the hardware lab. Okay, you should be able to handle such situations also. Okay, loose connection, loose contact, or any other. Okay, maybe sometimes, see, now when we were working with the circuit only, it started fluctuating. So such situation also may arise. We have to just troubleshoot it. How is it? Okay, now for 5.2, the current is 2.74 milliamp and the voltage is 4.77. Okay, so let me increase to 5.4. The current is 2.75 and the voltage is 4.75. Let me increase to 5.6. Current isn't varying much. No, voltage isn't varying much. Okay, 5.6 I am taking. It is 4.7. Okay, 4.81. 4.81. Okay, and the current has raised to 5.25 milliamp. Okay, let me increase to 5.8. Okay, current has gone up to 5.95 milliamp and it is 4.88. Okay, take it to 6 volt. Current has come to 7.53 milliamp and it is 4.66. Okay, henceforth if you increase, voltage increment will be very less. I'll take to 7. Okay, current is 13.66. See what the increment is, and if you see the voltage, it is just 4.96. So we can continue like this only 8. Okay, one thing I want to make sure here is check this negative signs. Okay, all these are negative. Okay, why these are negative? Because we are plotting the reverse characteristic which is in the third quadrant. So here my I is also negative, V is also negative. Okay, so these values are negative. You are going to plot here and you are supposed to get it like this. Sudden shoot up will be there. Okay, that is what we see. Okay, abrupt increment, but increment increment doesn't mean that it goes like this, because all are negative, so it comes down like this. So this is about the reverse characteristic. Okay, so you need to plot this after taking the value. Now next we will be moving on to load regulation and line regulation, that I will show you in the next video. Thank you.